Ian, fantastic result, really, really good performance. You must be over the moon.
I wouldn't say over the moon, I'm pleased, but as I said, it's a long season. We can only take each game as it comes. There's a few injuries up today, which is a bit of a concern. But pleased the way the boys went about their business. I'd have to say, for the amount of possession they had, in the end, we were disappointed it wasn't a bigger scoreline because we had 3 or 4 really good chances in the second half. And we didn't take them, though the keepers made 4 saves. I expect us to be scoring in games, otherwise every game would be a bit like it was, and in the last 10 minutes it would be on the 10 rooks. 1.5 chance they could have got something out of the game, and that would disappoint me. The players were excellent in terms of the way they went about their business. We changed our shape because we felt they were going to play a certain way. They messed us up and we changed their shape. And listen, things happen in football, but we always had a game plan. Things didn't go our way and we were even switch it back and we did, and I felt hopeful with that. We got our shape back into the game and we were very good on.
We noticed that on the commentary when MJ went down for his injury, you pulled them straight in, straight away. So it's an opportunity just to really change from the 5 to the 4.
Yeah, it was, and that's what we did very quickly because we wasn't in the game at that stage. We started off very bright, but I felt after sort of 10 minutes they dominated the next sort of 20 minutes and changed it back. I was back in the game and felt then we were worth the win.
And a good time to score as well?
Great time to score. I mean, just before half time. Again, it's unfortunate for the lad, it was an own goal, but the chance of getting the second half.
And Alex, man of the match today, which you must be pleased, Alex.
I know, I'm over the moon, but to be honest, I'm more happy about the win, getting the 3 points on the board and just climbing the table.
And what I've got to say, great versatility. You talked about the change as well. How many positions
I know.
today?
1 minute I was playing left wing back, then right back, right wing. You know what I mean? The gaffer asked, can I do a job at right back? And I mean, I'm happy to play anywhere as long as I'm playing on the pitch. I don't mind.
Brilliant stuff. And, you know, earlier in your career, you were playing more at sort of attacking midfield. And have you enjoyed this left-back role this season?
I've loved playing left back. I mean, for me, I like going up and down, just running up. And I think Ian's helped me a lot with my positioning and training to play left back. And I'm really enjoying it.
And the versatility, Ian, I mean, Alex just mentioned it, of the whole of the back players there, just to respond to what you want them to do, it's fantastic.
It's difficult because we've got three left-footed players in our back 4, which is unusual for a lot of clubs. So we spoke to Alex straight away at half-time when we knew David was struggling, and he said, I'll play right back. He was like, no fear whatsoever to go and play there. So I was comfortable for him to go and play there. Because when we come out in the second half, David Noble just said to us, he said, what about doing this? And I thought about it, and I thought, you're right there, David. So we changed it back very quickly. Got Alex to our side so we could help him with his performance as well. And just talking through the second half. And we got Tom Bender and Callum Adebayo both in the centre halves, and then the natural centre halves. And I felt the 2 of them in the second half. I have to say, Callum hasn't played for the last 3 weeks. I think Adebayo was outstanding today. To come back in for his first game since the first 2 games of the season, that performance was outstanding. So Joy McKenna right back. So then we lost Big Dave just before half time, and I felt he got us back in the game. He won 2 massive headers in front of the dugout here, and he got us on the front foot, and I felt we could run a lift, and then onwards I felt we were quite comfortable.
We were slightly worried on commentary because he looks like he's picking up an injury. Is it groin injury, thigh injury?
We're not quite sure. It's in that area. We're not sure whether it is groin or the thigh. I mean, once he settles down over.
Just hope it's not going to affect his goal celebrations with that. The Dave wiggle now.
That's probably where he did it. So it's we did have to say over the next 24, 48 hours we'll have to just take stock where he is and what we have to do to get him right for next week.
And defending's not just about the back 4 or back 5, because the guys up front worked really hard to close and sort of release the pressure from the back line as well, didn't they?
Well, we've always said that, our first line of defence is our forwards. And Sean and Mitchell, especially in the second half, did a great job from that side of it. And then, just behind them, young Hughes only 17. Hiron and Johnny Goddard and Romeo Akinola did a great job to protect the back 4. So overall, team-wise, it was a fantastic team effort. Bearing in mind, they're full-time. We're only part-time. We get 3 hours a week, so they're 3 days a week. So for us I felt we matched them physically. Our fitness levels were as good as theirs, I felt. So the boys have done great. As I say, we've got now to prepare for a massive FA Cup game next week, which is what we've got to get right. And then we've got to make sure that we're right when we go to Metcalfe next week.
You're looking forward to FA Cup?
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. No, it's my first FA Cup run. I mean, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm just hopeful to get to that first round. That's something.
And it's going to be a tough game. They had a 0-0 draw today against Hayes and Yedin, so they're a strong side, the Met Police.
Without a shadow of doubt. I mean, they're unbeaten in 11. The reports that we're getting, they're a very, very good side. They're strong. They've got two very good forwards. So if we go there and think we're going to go for an easy ride, we're going to be in for a massive shock. We've got to make sure we approach the game properly. Keep doing what we're doing over the last 7 games. But even if go back to the first 2 defeats, we were unfortunate in defeats. Losing at Dorking and losing at home here to Dartford. We had chances in that game, especially Dorking away. A bit like today. You know, you think you're going to come unstuck, but Dorking away at 2-1 to us in the game. Chances to go 3-1 before. We just didn't take them, and in the end, we got punished. So the players have been great. So keep work hard again.
Well, great 3 points today. Well done to you both. Man of the match as well. Brilliant stuff, and good luck next week.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.